Shalom everybody, this is papaDeeva back to you again with another video. Real people, real stories, real testimony. I believe you guys are all keeping well. As I know, my own circle of friends, many are doing good this time and they're well prepared after 1 year of pandemic, lockdowns and all. They have really, some have started business, doing well. Some have strengthened internally and they are very strong and they are not worried about COVID and they are moving on with their life. That is true. No point sitting around and waiting for COVID to disappear. It's a long journey. Blaming someone for COVID-19, blaming the government, blaming the nation. No point. Nobody wanted this, right? So let's start something. No point getting angry. We should move on with your life. That's what an old Chinese saying says. When your horse is dead, start walking. Yeah, right. Okay, for those who are starting new business or starting to walk once their horse is dead, I have some tips to share with you. Most of us are given giftings by God, talent. Not most of us, all of us. We need to recognize our giftings, or our talent. Our talent is actually a gift from God. We need to use it, Just like my friend, my childhood friend. I had two close friends. We are friends until today. One of them, his name is Iskandar. Another one is Hamid. We were the young boys doing all the things that not supposed to be done, breaking all rules, just like every boys do the things boys got to do. And academically, we were all not good 3 hours. But Hamid has a special killing side in me. He loves sports. He was involved in cross country. He was involved in football. He loved football. He keeps himself fit and he knew everything about football. 4:30 in the evening, he will be in the field with his boots ready, his jerseys. And you talk about football, he knew all the players at that time. Although we don't have the social media at that time, he only depend on magazine, but he bought all the magazine. He will name you all the best players in the world of the 1918 eras and the history of football. That good he was, He was also representing our school in football and he also played local tournament, district tournament football. He won many tournaments, many games. Later in his life, as we all grew up, he moved on to the city. He got a job himself in a very unknown hotel. He was in a very low-ranking job, a little pay. He took up the job, but he also was selected to play football in that hotel. Surprisingly, the hotel had a football club. He was selected to represent the hotel. He was playing football. There he won many tournaments. This caught the attention of the bigger hotels on Hamid. Slowly, there were hotels offered him better jobs, better salary, to join them to play football for their club, and Hamid took it. And he moved on from one hotel to another hotel. He was still playing football. He was winning tournaments until 5-star hotels offered him real high-paying salaries or good positions, and he took the job. And because of sport, he had a lot of discipline. He learned his job well, and from that hotel, there was a big car rental company renting out cars to big corporate companies. They were interested in Hamid. They called him, they offered him better job, better pay, and Hamid took the job. He joined them. He was working there, hardworking guy. He learned the job until one day he started his own company and he's doing business until today. He's a successful businessman. He's still doing car rental business to big companies and he's very, very successful. You see, what I'm trying to say is, Hamid's success came because of his sports. Through sports, he learned discipline. That took him high in his life, a very victorious life, You don't have to represent a big club to be a superstar in football. Just in your local town, whatever you're doing, use your skill, use your gifting. It will take you high. This is another story in America. This businessman, he owns a few sports shops and very successful one. He wanted to know how his staffs were working personally. He went in disguise. He shaved his hair bald. He had a thick mustache. He went every branch. He go in as a new worker. He'll introduce himself as a new worker and join there. I'll work with them. He'll find out how the staffs are working. Until he came to a branch, he met this girl. She was a sales girl there. So he introduced himself as a new worker. And that girl really teach him how to work. She taught him about the products, where the stores is, where the products are kept, how to deal with the workers, how to deal with the customers, how important to have good talk, sales talk, and all this she was teaching. And the boss was so impressed, yet she didn't know that was the boss. The boss was so impressed with her teaching skill, and later the girl asked him, why did he join here? And the boss told her a lie. He said, I own a pizza restaurant. I need to close down because of recession, so I took up this little job. And she motivated him by telling her own story. She said she stays in a shelter home with 3 kids. She don't have a home, but yet she comes to work with a strong mind, not bringing her problem. She believed by doing hard work here that one day she'll own a house. She can buy her own home, and she come very committed to work with full responsibilities, and that's the way it should be. And she motivates the boss without realizing it's the boss. The boss was very impressed on the way she taught him how to work, and a motivating story. The later he introduced himself, that told her that he's the boss, and he promoted her as an assistant manager with a real salary increase, and he even bought her a house. Because why? Her teaching ability. Although she was a sales girl, but she had the gifting of teaching others. That took a high. You say this is how. If you have a teaching ability, it doesn't mean you need to be a teacher in the school. Whatever you do, you may be good at baking cakes. You can teach people how to bake cakes. You be a good guitarist. You can teach people how to play music, play guitar. This is how you use your gifting. Doesn't mean teacher means only in the school. In other things, you can be in any department. You have the gifting of teaching, teach someone else. This will help you. Just like my another friend who loves animal and he loves nature. So he got himself a job in the zoo. He loved to work there. That's his favorite place to work. But at the same time, he have another gifting. He loves to paint, drawing. I mean oil painting. Yeah? And he has another special gift in this painting. He called it prophetic painting. That means he will have it in his heart, in his mind, that this painting, somebody needs that painting. He'll know about it, and he will start drawing those paintings. He will start drawing, and then he will take part in exhibition. He will go there. True enough, somebody will walk in, and they will tell him, I dreamed this painting, and I'm so surprised I found it here. And then somebody will say, I too was imagining this painting. I wanted this, and I find it here. These are true stories, this is how your gifting can help you. And these people really pay high price to purchase this painting from my friend. And that's another extra income from him, from his gifting of painting. So guys, whoever watching this video, I'm sure you know your gifting. So make sure you use your gifting so that you will have a victorious life. God didn't give you a talent to waste. He gave that talent to you as a gift. So it is going to help you. It's going to be a great blessing to you. Make use of your talent. There are many talents inside. I told you, like just now, you may have hospitality. You can take care of some old folks or children. That's hospitality. You don't have to be a nurse in the hospital. You can do it at home. This is another gifting, right? So guys, it's just like the former civil rights leader Martin Luther always says, if you can't be the star, be the sun. If you can't be the sun, be the moon. If you can't run, start walking. If you can't walk, start crawling. What I'm trying to say is that you don't have to be a superstar. Just do from where and whatever you're doing, you will be blessed. guys. So until I see you all in another video, shalom and good night, and make use of your gifting.